Let's go right up to field anchor Lindsay Sablon, who's live in Collier County with everything you need to know. Lindsay, how's it looking out there?
Well, Corey, the visibility is still not great. I want to show you, I've been talking all morning to you guys about the ash that's been falling. I've got my photographer here, and TV might get a little ugly as we try to zoom in and show you. But as you can see, my car's been parked out here since 4 o'clock. And if I try to, can I go ahead and wipe away to show them, Akeem? If I wipe away here, you can see all of that ash that I'm wiping away. And there's my palm right there. You can see all the ash and soot that's been flying around all morning long. My point here, air quality, not good. Visibility, not good, which is, like you guys mentioned, one of the reasons that I-75 has been shut down. Collier Boulevard did reopen earlier this morning. I want to show you some video from the Wink News drone that shows you just the span of this fire here in the Picayune Strand State Forest. And right now we know almost 7,000 acres has burned. 30% containment. That was our last update as late this evening, or excuse me, last night. We know 2 homes, one on Benfield and one on LeBluff roads, were burned last night, along with a few cars and a few barns. The people in Club Naples RV Park as well as Panther Walk are still under a mandatory evacuation this morning. We're in the northwest quadrant as we come back live here, and this is as close as you can get to the fire zone on the northwest side. And we've seen several people along this sidewalk I'm standing come stare down Beck Boulevard, see if they could see anything. I've talked to a few of them. One was Bob, who's visiting here from Michigan. He's staying in a cottage down in Club Naples for the month, and he said they were actually up in Corkscrew yesterday, didn't know they were going to be evacuated, so they had to go straight to the shelter. And fortunately, one of their friends called and took out their 2 cats, Lola and Velcro. But that just kind of gives you an idea of what people have been dealing with. Didn't know where to go last night. Fortunately, a hotel put them up. And then they've been back out here this morning drinking a cup of coffee and just kind of staring off into the hazy distance, wondering when they'll be allowed to come back in. As far as what's changed from today versus yesterday, I want to bring in my colleague Nicole Valdez, who was actually out here all day yesterday morning when I was back in studio and you were watching things unfold. What's changed in your opinion from what you've seen out here in the field?
Well, it's definitely...
Yeah, and actually Nicole told me earlier this morning, I said, the wind's not that bad, Nicole. She said, wait till 9 a.m. And sure as could be, right on the dot, 9 a.m. hit, and we could start feeling that wind. Again, not super strong, but more so than what we saw earlier this morning. Where I've been standing at, only once, early this morning around 5 o'clock, did I see a little flare up over in the fire zone. That's a different story where my colleague John Treeweiler is at. He's at mile marker 105 and I-75. And John, we've seen some incredible images coming out of that area, flames very close to the interstate.